So what's going on, authors? And brand new name. We have a brand new name out here, y'all. We are called officially Book Profitpreneurs. So if you are an author that wants to be able to learn how to take your book to the next level and profit multiple ways, you are going to be joining us as part of the Book Profitpreneurs. So shout out to all of my Book Profitpreneurs. We have some really big announcements coming, but I want to get into this training. Okay. One of the things, by the way, I'm in my hotel room here at the I Believe experience by I Believe Nation and David Emonetier. It's been an incredible experience, and I'm actually in my room because I'm waiting to speak at the No Hidden Figures conference with Dr. Stevie Aisha Mills. And I wanted to talk to you guys, for those of you who are authors, speakers, coaches, and you're doing events or you're doing a book launch and you want to get people to your actual event. Well, this training is for you. So let's get into this, okay? Now, you probably want to grab a pen and paper because I'm going to go over some really good information I think that can really help you. One of the things that I noticed, and by the way, let me shout out Andre Notice, who's also one of our 3-day boot camp graduates. And we were doing our Book Profits Call mastermind meeting the other day, and we were talking about marketing. And he was sharing, when it comes to sales, there's different aspects to sales and having successful sales. And so what I want to tell you guys, when it comes to events, there's different aspects to having successful events. There's number one, the marketing of the event. And then number two is the prospecting of the event. And many authors, speakers, coaches, even network marketers, we confuse the two and think that because we're marketing, we're prospecting. But the truth is this, and I'm going to explain to you what both of them are, okay? Prospecting will get you a larger number of people to show up to your events than marketing ever will. Right? Now, let me just give you an example. So right now, at the time of me recording this video, I have about 42,000 followers. Okay. Now I'm going to tell you this, y'all. With those 42,000 followers, Instagram, first of all, Instagram be hating on you, girl. Okay. Cause I be having 42,000 followers and I ain't never bought a follower. In fact, I wish I could force people to just do a full force unfollow sweep. So everybody who don't, who be just scrolling past my pictures and stuff and don't be showing your girl no love, I wish I could just make them all unfollow me, or the people that just follow me and don't, what I'm saying. Unfortunately, they haven't created the app yet, or if anybody knows the app, let me know, because honey, I am not in this thing for followers, okay? I could care less about how many followers I have. I'm here to impact the masses, okay? And the only way I can impact people, of course, is the people that I personally impact, not just people because they watching me on social media and they not doing nothing. Okay. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So when you have a following, you must understand that social media, if you're not paying, they will reduce the number of people who actually see your posts. So I have 42,000 followers. Well, I had posted a flyer of the No Hidden Figures conference with Dr. Stevie Aisha Mills. And out of the I just hit 42, by the way. So out of the 41.9, only 400 people actually were shown the flyer. So, and it'll tell you that. So if you have a business, for example, like Instagram account, you can click on your actual image and click on view insights. You're able to see how many people does Instagram exposure. Now, you'll find that for when you have pictures and stuff like that, just a picture with no words and stuff, then they'll actually expose more because they understand this is social media. And majority of people that are on social media are on there for pictures and videos. They're not really up there to be advertised to about your conference, right? But it doesn't mean they don't need it. So Instagram and Facebook, they will all say, listen, when you got these flyers, we're going to reduce the exposure. Now, what happens is if you don't get enough comments and or likes within the first couple of seconds, they will not increase the number of people who see it. But if you do get comments and or likes in your seconds to minutes, I don't know what the number is, but it might be up to a minute, 2 minutes, then they'll actually expand and say, okay, it looks like people like this, so we're going to share it to more people. This is why I'm always sharing with you. And this is on Facebook. Unfortunately, I don't think Facebook yet. You can see insights like on your personal page and stuff like that. I don't even think on your business and even LinkedIn. But this is the deal. I want you to understand. People will post and post and post about the events and thinking that if I post enough times, eventually somebody's going to register. Well, those people that you think are supposed to register, they not even seeing your post. So that marketing, and that's only one little phase of marketing. Please understand, posting on social media is not truly, it's like 10% of marketing. Okay, let's just be real here. Okay, so if you're only posting on social media and you're expecting people to register because of that, you got a long time coming. Okay, now, in regards to other marketing techniques, so I had one of my clients that had asked, should I do an ad for my event? So one of the things that I teach authors is don't do book launches and book tours and all that stuff. Anybody, listen, you don't need to be traveling all across the country to do a book tour and stuff like that. Do a conference, okay? In fact, the one I saw do this the best was Lisa Nichols. When she had came out with her book, Abundance Now, she did a conference. Everybody that bought her book had a chance to come to her conference for free. I saw Lisa do over $1 million in sales at that conference, okay? We won't talk about that right now. But anyway, so with that stated, if you're going to tour all across the country, right? Should you do an ad for it? Well, this is what I feel about doing ads for an event. And because I'm not really a big expert in this, so I can't give you a whole lot of advice on it, I will tell you this. I don't do ads to my cold market for an event. Because the thing about an event, especially, if you want people to log in and watch and all that stuff, it takes effort. They got to do something for it, like other than just put in their information and get the free download, right? So a lot of people may not necessarily know if they want to actually come to your event yet. So what I would do, if I was just giving you some personal advice, I would do an ad that would lead people to a free giveaway. So now you're adding them to your database immediately. They don't have to sign up for an event, or, what if they're not available on that day? What if they got something else going on? So now I'm going to give them a free giveaway. So they're now on my database. And then I would create a retargeted ad for the people who are already on my list so that they could see, because now they've gone from cold market to warm and some even hot. Okay. So if it comes to ads, that's what I would recommend. Now, I'm not the ad expert. You want to get with Markwell Russell with the Client Attraction University Camp to learn more about ads. Now, the other side to it, before I ever started doing an ad, let me tell you what always and has always, even to this day, worked for me. It's called DMs. It goes down in the DMs. Let me tell you something, guys. If you truly want people to show up to your event and you are building up your following, now unless you got 500,000 followers and stuff like that, it's a different situation. But remember, even with 500,000, at 10% of that 500,000, that's only 50,000 people exposed. That's a lot of people though. But if you're trying to get a lot of people to show up to your event and you don't have the following, you gotta stop being afraid to message people. So literally, every day, if I got an event coming up, I'm messaging 20 to 30 people on Facebook, 20 to 30 people on Instagram, 20 to 30 people on LinkedIn. And I'm simply asking, hey, first name, are you registered for my event? And 9 times out of 10, listen to me, y'all, they will say, what event? Now you're going to be perplexed because you're going to say, well, what you mean what event? Because I've been posting on my timeline. Because when they then go click your link to go to your profile, they're going to see that you've been promoting. That's why I'm telling you, because they didn't see it. So you got to be willing to message 20 to 30 people. And here's another thing, especially for those of you who are doing virtual events. If you want to have people, the people that come to your conference, if you want to have, let's just say 100 people to show up to your free conference, and for book conferences and stuff like that, virtual stuff, I like to do free plus VIP, right? Now, if it's an investment event, that's a different thing. Okay. But when you're doing a free event, because your intention, of course, is to connect them to the next products and services, whatever that may be, right? For the free events, you need to know if you want 100 people to be there, you need 300 people to be registered. If you want 50 people to be there, you need 150 people to be registered. Only a third of the people that actually register for your virtual event, if it is free, will actually show up. And that's based on how many times you follow up with them. So for me, when I have an event coming up, I'm going to make sure they're going to get an email at least 3 to 4 times. They're going to get at least 2 text messages. And I may be so bold as to ask them for their Instagram, because then I'm going to do a video like the day before and tag them in the video. And so you got to be willing to also follow up with the people who have registered. Listen, if you want more help to be able to have an incredible book launch, an incredible conference, whatever it may be, I need you to pull up on me. Book Profits Mastermind. This is my one-day event for authors, speakers, and coaches. I recommend everybody write a book anyways. I'm going to be talking more about how to have an effective book launch. That's going to be our bonus training. And then I'm going to be teaching you guys on how to turn a book into $10,000 plus per month. Okay. So anyways, make sure that y'all pull up. Make sure that y'all show up and register. Okay. And if you enjoyed this, please leave a comment, y'all. Like I told y'all, if you don't comment, it don't get exposed. So appreciate you. Love you.